Party. In a unanimous judgment delivered by a three-member panel of justices, the court held that the Supreme Court had, on the 4th of April 2025, conclusively settled the leadership dispute within the Labour Party when it nullified the convention that purportedly returned Mr. Abure as national chairman. Recall that on the 21st of January, Justice Peter Lifu of the Federal High Court Abuja reaffirmed the earlier judgment of the Supreme Court that removed Mr. Abure and directed the Independent National Electoral Commission to recognize Nenadi Usman as the legitimate leader of the party. The appeal court agreed with the trial court that it has the powers under Section 251 of the Constitution to compel a statutory federal government agency to perform its functions. The court also agreed with the trial court that the constitution of the caretaker committee of the Labour Party, headed by Usman, was a doctrine of necessity needed to provide leadership in the party when there seemed to be a vacuum in the party. Ken Asogwa, a Labour Party chieftain, joins me on the news now to talk more on this development. Thank you for joining us on the news at 1.
Thank you so much.
Great. Now, give us an interpretation of what this ruling means for the party, because it seems it has added a twist to the leadership tussle, as some are saying.
You see, I am very glad your reporter did a very good job in reporting it exactly the way it was given by the Court of Appeal. So what this means is that the dispute that hitherto plagued the party has been decisively brought to conclusion by the Court of Appeal. And as it stands, you know, there are no more issues within the Labour Party. As you rightly stated in your news, is the court frowned at Julius Abure for wasting judicial time. The only thing I need to add to what you already said is that they went further to censure him for going on forum shopping in Nasarawa State High Court, where he clearly knew as a lawyer that the court did not have the jurisdiction to entertain that matter. And they went ahead to fine him 10 million naira for wasting judicial time.
Now, as it stands, can this ruling settle the internal squabbles within the party? Because there are still some competing claims regarding the leadership of the party. Or are we still going to see more legal battles?
No, there are no more legal battles. You see, what happened was that before this judgment came yesterday, there were other persons who came in and who were having grievances, you know, here and there over the leadership. And what the Court of Appeal did was to consolidate all the grievances, all the applications filed by so many other interests. So as it stands today, there are no more pending legal issues as to the leadership of the Labour Party. So it is this judgment has put paid to whatever were the tussles within the party.
So what you're saying now is that we are not going to see any internal squabbles, because has that really dealt with it? There are those who are asking this whole matter, would it really put paid to any issues within the party beyond the leadership tussle?
Well, you know, in politics, there are always grievances, because it is all about who gets what, when, and how. So in the struggle for power, people will always express grievances here and there. So you can't rule out the fact that everybody must not be happy when decisions are taken one way or another. But what I'm saying here is that as it pertains to the legitimacy of the leadership of the party, the Court of Appeal has conclusively dealt with that. And I don't think any other thing will emanate from that. What we are appealing to the people who lost this case yesterday is to throw in the towel. You know, it is in the interest, if anyone who says he loves Labour Party and that you are doing all this because of the love you have for the party. You should listen to what the judiciary, said yesterday. And for me, it's a victory for the party, it's a victory for democracy, it's a victory for every Nigerian who loves good governance. So as far as I'm concerned, we are appealing to them to throw in the towel and embrace the olive branch that the party had extended to them. The national chairman set up a committee, a reconciliation committee, to settle all the disputes within the ranks of the party. And that committee is still ready to welcome whoever is ready to embrace peace.
So has there been any response to the other factions who are part of this whole matter, talking about the leadership tussle, when this olive branch was extended to them? Have they responded? That's on the one hand. On the other hand, April the 28th has been set for the convention. Does that mean all is set and ready for that convention now?
Yes, the statement we issued yesterday included a message by the national chairman who was charging the party faithful across Nigeria to get set, because actually before the judgment it was a little bit of distraction for us, with the whole uncertainties around the leadership. But with that sorted now, the party is ready for the convention. It's coming up on 28th of this month, just on Tuesday next week in Umuahia, Abia State.
All right, and the last question I asked was that the olive branch you extended to the rival factions, have they accepted? Has there been any response from them? Quickly.
Well, as it stands today, a lot of people who were with the former chairman have really deserted him and come back to the mainstream leadership of the party. I think it's just him and some few renegades around him who have refused to date to embrace peace within the ranks of the party. But we will not give up. He's a member of the party. He was a former national chairman of the party, and we need him. So we will still wait for him to come around, and I'm sure at the right time he will come around.
All right, Ken Asogwa, Labour Party chieftain, thank you for your time on the News at 1.
Thank you so much.